The studio lights blazed down on the set of The View, where the audience buzzed with anticipation for what was supposed to be a light-hearted interview with legendary British singer Sir Cliff Richard, promoting his latest memoir and reflecting on his decades-long career. Cliff entered the stage with his signature charm, waving to the cheering crowd and exchanging pleasantries with the hosts. Whoopi Goldberg kicked things off with warm questions about his early days in rock and roll, and Cliff regaled them with stories of touring with Elvis Presley and navigating the British invasion. But tension simmered beneath the surface as Joy Behar, known for her sharp tongue and unfiltered opinions, leaned forward with a skeptical smirk. She wasted no time diving into controversial territory, questioning Cliff about his views on modern music and celebrity culture. Cliff responded politely at first, emphasizing the importance of timeless melodies over fleeting trends, but Joy pressed harder, accusing him of being out of touch with today's progressive values. The audience shifted uncomfortably as Joy brought up Cliff's past legal battles and his devout Christian faith, implying they made him a relic in an evolving world. Cliff's eyes narrowed, but he maintained composure, countering with anecdotes about resilience and personal integrity. Joy, undeterred, interrupted him mid-sentence, mocking his accent and suggesting his knighthood was an outdated honor from a bygone empire. The other hosts tried to steer the conversation, but the clash was inevitable. Cliff paused, took a deep breath, and then unleashed a measured yet devastating response, pointing out Joy's history of controversial statements and how they often alienated viewers. He questioned her empathy, citing examples where her comments had hurt public figures unnecessarily. The audience gasped as Cliff articulated how true discourse required respect, not ridicule, and how Joy's approach exemplified the divisiveness plaguing media today. Joy fired back, defending her right to speak freely, but Cliff dismantled her arguments point by point, drawing on his experiences with media scrutiny. He highlighted the hypocrisy in her criticizing his faith while championing tolerance, and the crowd erupted in applause. Whoopi called for a commercial break, but the damage was done. Cliff had turned the tables, exposing Joy's tactics in a way that left her visibly flustered. As the segment resumed, Joy attempted to regain control, but Cliff's calm demeanor only amplified her agitation. He shared a story from his youth about overcoming bullying, paralleling it to the current exchange, which resonated deeply with the audience. Social media exploded during the show, with hashtags like #CliffDestroysJoy trending worldwide. Viewers praised Cliff's eloquence and poise, while critics of The View accused Joy of bullying an elder statesman of music. Cliff wrapped up by performing a snippet of his hit Devil Woman, dedicating it tongue-in-cheek to strong personalities, which drew laughs and further applause. The interview concluded with Cliff receiving a standing ovation, while Joy sat stone-faced, her usual bravado cracked. Backstage rumors swirled that producers were in damage control, and ABC executives debated the fallout. This wasn't just a clash, it was a masterclass in verbal sparring from a man who'd seen it all. Analysts later dissected the moment, noting how Cliff's British reserve contrasted Joy's New York bluntness, creating TV gold. Fans flooded Cliff's socials with support, and even some of Joy's colleagues privately admitted he'd handled it brilliantly. The episode's ratings skyrocketed, proving controversy sells, but at what cost to the hosts' reputations? Cliff, ever the gentleman, issued a post-show statement wishing Joy well and hoping for more constructive dialogues in the future. Yet, the internet memified the exchange, with clips going viral across platforms. From TikTok edits to Twitter threads, the world couldn't get enough of Sir Cliff Richard's epic takedown. In the aftermath of the explosive clash on The View, the media frenzy intensified as outlets scrambled to cover every angle of Sir Cliff Richard's confrontation with Joy Behar. Pundits on CNN and Fox News debated whether Cliff's responses constituted a destruction or merely a defense, with clips replayed endlessly showing Joy's expression shifting from smug to stunned. Cliff's fans, spanning generations, rallied online, sharing stories of how his music had inspired them and praising his stand against what they saw as Joy's aggressive interviewing style. Joy, for her part, addressed the incident on her podcast, downplaying it as spirited debate and accusing Cliff of playing the victim card. But the public wasn't buying it. Polls showed a dip in The View's favorability, with many viewers tuning out in protest. Cliff, meanwhile, continued his book tour unfazed, using the buzz to highlight themes of forgiveness and perseverance in his memoir. Interviews with other celebrities revealed mixed reactions. Some sided with Joy's right to probe, while others, like Elton John, commended Cliff's grace under fire. The View's co-hosts weighed in during subsequent episodes, with Sunny Hostin suggesting the exchange highlighted cultural differences, and Sarah Haynes trying to lighten the mood with jokes. Behind the scenes, tensions reportedly ran high, with Joy feeling isolated as producers reviewed footage for potential edits and reruns. Social media influencers created reaction videos, breaking down Cliff's key lines, such as when he said, "Respect isn't earned by volume, but by substance," which became a quotable mantra. Merchandise popped up overnight. T-shirts emblazoned with "Cliff Destroyed Joy" sold out on Etsy. Late-night hosts like Jimmy Fallon parodied the moment, with impersonators exaggerating Joy's interruptions and Cliff's polite rebuttals. The British press hailed Cliff as a national hero, contrasting his composure with American talk show histrionics. Even Queen Elizabeth II was rumored to have chuckled at the story during a private briefing. As days passed, Joy attempted a comeback by inviting similar guests, but the shadow of the clash lingered. Cliff's album sales surged, introducing his classics to a new audience via viral clips. Analysts predicted this could mark a turning point for daytime TV, pushing for more balanced discussions. Fan theories abounded. Was it scripted? Did producers encourage the drama? Insider leaks suggested it was organic, born from genuine disagreement over societal issues. Cliff's team capitalized, releasing extended interview footage on YouTube, garnering millions of views. Joy's book sales, ironically, also spiked as curious readers sought her perspective. The event transcended entertainment, sparking conversations about ageism, as Cliff at 85 schooled a panel half his age. Podcasts dedicated episodes to dissecting body language, noting Joy's crossed arms and Cliff's open posture. International media picked up the story, from BBC to Al Jazeera, framing it as a clash of cultures. Cliff received honorary awards from music guilds, recognizing his enduring impact. Joy, resilient as ever, vowed to continue her unapologetic style, but whispers of network pressure hinted at changes. The View issued a statement promoting diverse viewpoints, but the damage to its image persisted. Ultimately, this clash reminded everyone that legends like Cliff Richard don't fatty, they fight back with wit and wisdom. Delving deeper into the origins of the clash, it all began when Sir Cliff Richard was booked on The View to discuss his autobiography, which touched on personal scandals and triumphs. The producers anticipated a feel-good segment, but Joy Behar had other plans, having researched Cliff's conservative stances on various topics. From the outset, her questions veered into provocation, challenging his views on LGBTQ+ rights given his religious background. Cliff responded thoughtfully, affirming love and acceptance while holding his beliefs, but Joy accused him of hypocrisy, citing historical contexts. The audience murmured as the exchange heated, with Cliff countering by questioning Joy's selective outrage on global issues. He brought up her past comments on religion, turning the mirror on her biases. Whoopi intervened multiple times, but the momentum was with Cliff, who drew parallels to his own media trials, including false accusations that nearly ruined him. Joy dismissed them as excuses, but Cliff's detailed recounting silenced her momentarily. He spoke of the emotional toll, humanizing the debate and earning sympathy. The panel shifted uncomfortably as Cliff exposed the double standards and celebrity scrutiny. Alyssa Farah Griffin tried to mediate, but Joy doubled down, mocking Cliff's music as elevator tunes. That's when Cliff delivered a zinger, better elevator music than descending discourse, which elicited roars from the crowd. Social media lit up in real time, with live tweeters declaring Cliff the victor. Post-show, Cliff's publicist released a statement emphasizing mutual respect, while Joy's camp spun it as empowering dialogue. Ratings analysts noted a 30% spike in viewership, attributing it to the raw authenticity. Fan art flooded Instagram, depicting Cliff as a knight slaying a dragon labeled Joy. Critics argued the clash highlighted generational gaps, with boomers cheering Cliff and millennials divided. Talk radio hosts invited callers to vent, resulting in polarized opinions. Cliff's concert tickets sold out in hours, fans eager to see the man behind the myth. Joy appeared on other shows to defend herself, but clips of the clash overshadowed her points. The View's advertisers monitored backlash, wary of boycotts. In a twist, Cliff sent Joy a signed album, a gesture she acknowledged grudgingly on air. The incident inspired think pieces in the New York Times and The Guardian, exploring civility in media. YouTubers recreated the scene with actors, amassing views. Cliff's humility shown in follow-up interviews, crediting his faith for his calm. Joy, ever combative, teased a rematch, but producers nixed it. The Clash's legacy, a reminder that words wound, but wisdom wins, echoes rippled through Hollywood, with stars like Paul McCartney tweeting support for Cliff. The View revamped its guest vetting, aiming for less volatility. Yet, the viral nature ensured immortality online. Cliff's memoir climbed bestseller lists, fueled by curiosity. Joy's memoir saw renewed interest too. Ultimately, this wasn't destruction but illumination, exposing vulnerabilities on both sides. As the dust settled from Sir Cliff Richard's monumental takedown of Joy Behar on The View, the ripple effects extended far beyond the studio. Celebrity endorsements poured in, with figures like Rod Stewart calling Cliff a class act for handling the ambush with finesse. Joy faced scrutiny from her own network, with ABC executives reportedly holding meetings to address viewer complaints about her confrontational style. Online petitions circulated, some demanding Joy's apology, others her firing, though most fizzled out. Cliff, capitalizing on the momentum, announced a special edition of his book with a new chapter on media encounters. Talk shows competed to book him, but he chose selective appearances, focusing on positive messages. Joy, in a rare moment of vulnerability, admitted on her show that the exchange taught her about boundaries. The audience applauded her candor, signaling a potential shift. Memes evolved, from gifs of Joy's shocked face to remixes of Cliff's quotes over beats. Podcasters analyzed the psychology, noting power dynamics in group settings. Cliff's fanbase grew internationally, with streams of his songs surging on Spotify. Critics revisited his catalog, praising its longevity. The View introduced sensitivity training, per insider reports. Joy's co-hosts shared off-air stories, revealing admiration for Cliff's poise. The Clash inspired satirical sketches on SNL, exaggerating the drama for laughs. Cliff donated interview proceeds to charity, enhancing his saintly image. Joy pivoted to lighter topics temporarily, regaining footing. Social scientists studied the event as a case in conflict resolution. Books on communication referenced it. Cliff's knighthood gained renewed respect, symbolizing enduring grace. Joy's resilience was lauded by feminists as standing her ground. The dichotomy fascinated media scholars. Viral challenges emerged, like Cliff responses to rude questions. The View's ratings stabilized, but with a wary eye on guests. Cliff toured Europe, sharing the story anecdotally. Joy authored an op-ed on free speech. Their paths crossed indirectly at events, but no direct confrontation. Fans speculated on a reconciliation episode. Producers toyed with the idea. The incident boosted both careers paradoxically. Cliff's legacy solidified as unflappable, Joy's as fearless. Lessons learned. Debate thrives on respect. The world watched, entertained and enlightened. Reflecting on the broader implications of Sir Cliff Richard's explosive clash with Joy Behar, it became a cultural touchstone for discussions on etiquette in public discourse. Universities incorporated clips into media studies curricula, analyzing rhetoric and nonverbal cues. Cliff's responses were dissected for their logical structure, while Joy's for emotional impact. Book clubs debated the memoir's role in sparking the feud. Cliff appeared on BBC specials, recounting the event with humor. Joy guested on rival shows, framing it as growth. Merch empires expanded, with coffee mugs quoting Cliff's lines. The View diversified its panel temporarily. Cliff's philanthropy spotlighted, aiding music education. Joy's activism gained traction amid controversy. Documentaries proposed, chronicling the moment. Fans organized watch parties. Critics awarded Cliff Interview of the Year. Joy received bold host nods. The Clash humanized celebrities, showing vulnerability. Social media algorithms favored related content. Cliff's health routines trended, inspiring seniors. Joy's fashion from the episode sold out. The event crossed into politics, with commentators drawing parallels to debates. Cliff declined political commentary, Joy embraced it. Reunions rumored for anniversaries, the legacy endured, a testament to spontaneous TV magic. Both emerged stronger, careers revitalized. Audiences craved more such authenticity. The View adapted, balancing edge with empathy. Cliff's music resurged, playlists curated, Joy's book tour packed. Harmony restored, indirectly. Years might pass, but the memory of Sir Cliff Richard destroying Joy Behar on The View after their explosive clash will linger in pop culture lore. Retrospectives will revisit it, with participants reflecting fondly or ruefully. Cliff's statue in wax museums could include a microphone prop from the day. Joy's memoir sequels might dedicate chapters to lessons learned. Fan fiction proliferated, imagining alternate endings. Award shows nodded to it in montages. Cliff's influence on young artists grew, mentoring with tales of resilience. Joy mentored aspiring journalists on tough questions. The Clash bridged eras, connecting rock pioneers to modern talk. Global translations spread the story. Comedians riffed endlessly. Cliff's Christmas specials incorporated subtle jabs. Joy's holiday episodes lightened up. The incident proved TV's power to unite or divide. Both stars shone brighter post-clash. Enduring friendships formed among fans. The View evolved, guest interactions more measured. Cliff's knighthood celebrated anew. Joy's icon status cemented. A pivotal moment, forever etched in entertainment history.